so I could dispose this later.
X squared.
So this 2x squared, we're gonna multiply this alt, and then it's gonna be 6x cubed. Why are you talking over me? Over minus 6x squared. Oh, minus 4. I don't know what's wrong with my math.
You get minus half.
2 times 2x squared is negative 4x squared. So I take this 2x squared and multiply this with this polynomial, then put it down here. Yes. So now I subtract. So negative 16 minus negative 4. Come on. Negative 12. Happy.
Negative 60 minus 4.
Negative 16 minus negative 4. Plus 17x. Next number, we're going to plug. What makes 3x into negative 12x squared? Negative 4x. So then we're going to do negative 4x times 3x. Good. Times negative 4x times 2 is minus. You always subtract now. You're purposely doing it to cancel these things out. So you're subtracting vertically.
9x minus 6.
So this cancels out perfectly. Remember, it's supposed to cancel out perfectly.
So you'll make sure. No, 9x.
No, you're picking the number to make it cancel out perfectly. Oh, if you have what we call a remainder, we'll talk about that. But 17 minus 8.
9x minus 6.
9x.
Minus 6.
We're going to bring down the negative 6.
Plus 3.
We're going to multiply by plus 3.
9x minus 6 is 0. There's no remainder.
Isn't that so nice?
I hate it. It's so pretty. It's not.
So your final
I
answer.
really enjoy these.
Yeah, me too. Guess what?
But Scarlett is right. There's a lot of moving parts. You're doing a lot of little math,
But if
a little bit of
there's
a little bit of arithmetic here and there. So there's a lot of little errors. You want to be careful.
There's a remainder over
No.
3x.
You don't need to.
Even if you can.
Even if you can, you don't need to.
But there's no
There's no remainder in this case.
If there were
We-
one, you
we
would
will
just
learn.
add it and put it above 3x minus 6.
What's up?
R over.
Yeah, but these are remainders of polynomials, not remainders of just a number.
Does it go by what the 3x goes to?
You always ask yourself, how can I make my 3x match 6x cubed? How can I make my 3x match negative x squared, negative 12x squared? How can I make the 3x match 9x? The leftover, which is the negative 2, I don't care. That'll just naturally work out. All I care about is matching my first term with my first term I have at the situation.
You're only using the negative 2 to multiply
The negative 2 is like a hanger on. He's just coming along with the ride.
What if the negative 2 is
Oh yeah, diamond break.
Can I do the next problem?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let me make up a problem.
Can I do it on the board? Can I do it on the board?
You know what?
Can I do it on the board?
Sure, Abby. Give everyone a chance to copy it down first, and then I'll let you do it on the board.
Well, it's not even up.
Yeah, I know. Because I gotta get it.
Abby, how do you do? Wow, I'm so proud of you. I think there's an app for it. I don't have it. I'm just saying. If you guys are interested. You wanna see it? You wanna see it?
Not right now.
Look. Stop. Okay.
Is this supposed to be enough?
Your next one, yeah.
Ariel killed you in my dream. Huey. I got Ariel killed you. She killed many people, don't worry.
What kind of dream is this?
Guys, I had a dream. And it was like a train to like Disney Air Shop, I was like 5. And then they all died. And then she can start.
I had a dream, I had a dream, I had a village, and then I gave it to everyone. They all hate me.
That would happen in real life, Billy. Wait, what happened in his dream?
Why are we throwing people like that? Okay. Go on.
Multiply it by.
Wait, stand on the side for a second so everyone can watch, grab it. Do it yourself.
Oh, I thought I was gonna
Do we
do
have to
it.
match up the first two?
Yeah,
Wait, can you do it once we're done?
yeah, you try it.
Oh.
Get it down first and then Abby's gonna do it on the board while you do it on your papers.
No. Wait, but am I trying to get it into like the first one?
Say that again.
Like, am I trying to put it into the first?
So how you do it is you try to make x squared first match the first x here. And then you subtract down, then you're gonna have a new number.
First two match up. That's crazy.
Ah, but
Very great.
So you fully ignored.
yeah, you don't care about the hanger-ons. Abby, you start.
Yeah.
Which one do you start with?
You wanna match the x squared with the 2x4. That's how you wanna match. Where you're gonna put the number though, Abby, where you're gonna put the number, since you're moving, you're gonna have you're gonna have 3 numbers. You're gonna put it over here, okay?
No.
But you end up getting,
You're gonna times it, and then it's gonna be a line of 3. What makes x squared equal to 2x? Yeah, you gotta put down third one.
Okay, wait. Why did you minus 6x?
Everything is stuff. Everything.
Do you do the two, make it 2 too?
Alright, I'll go back. I got.
This is 6.
I got this number. Oh.
Abigail, you're confusing me.
Why? You're wrong.
Am I actually wrong?
Yeah.
That's
You said
wrong.
wrong. You said
That's what I was
Where?
Where? What
You're
did
right.
I do wrong?
2 times 3.
Six.
Where?
Oh, crap, I did wrong.
Why would that be that? Oh, you're right.
No, we're gonna ask. Can I
What
make
did I
x
do?
squared?
No
match-
compliment. No, I'm doing it right, okay.
Can I make x squared match x squared?
How does X squared go against Oh, right. No. Oh, wait, I need to rewrite it. It looks bad. Wait. Oh, no, I got wasted.
I don't want.
Wait, did you check my
And then leave the remainder, and you don't remember what to do after.
Okay, let me see you next.
You have this one.
No, number 1.
I didn't get it.
Number 1. No, number 1.
I have a remainder.
I'm sure I did it all wrong.
You did it wrong.
I erased it.
Well, maybe you did it
X
wrong.
plus
Wait, where did you get that from? I got
Maybe you
climax.
did it wrong.
Oh, wait, I did it wrong.
Oh, the next one, bring it here.
No.
Like 5 minus x squared.
Huh?
That's the remainder. You remember what to do with the remainder? No, you just happen to have. a remainder.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Wait, what? You know?
Oh, wait.
That
You gotta
makes
bring the
so
negative
much
2
sense.
first.
Oh, it
Negative
makes sense.
2
No,
is up.
no compliment.
You bring the negative 2 on top of the negative 3. You should be nothing not on top.
I could have done that, Abigail. Because you have, I literally did.
You need 2 numbers to match up the 3 terms. I'm gonna explain what you just did. So, excellent job, Ed. What's really important here is you eliminated 2 things, right?
Yeah.
You eliminate 2 things. So then you need to bring down the 3x, but you need a match for this guy. So you're gonna have to bring down the negative 2 also.
did it once, so why you bring down 2 things?
This reason you put in 2 things, it happened that 2 things got canceled. That's why you eventually had to put 2 things, so they can actually line up. Then you do the thing. So then the remainder, excellent, is gonna be what your remainder is, which is x plus 1 over here. So it pops up on the top, over your divisor, which was what you were dividing by, x squared plus 2x minus 3 on the bottom.
Isn't it x minus 5 not?
No.
Negative 2 minus negative 3 is negative 2 plus 3.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, this battery went low.
Wait, how do we know when the beginning?
Two x squared plus one plus x plus one.
Wait, so how
That
do
whole thing in the box is the answer, yeah.
wait, so how do
Just like in the box.
Yo,
Go ahead.
I'm very confused how. Sorry, it's x plus one over x squared plus two x plus three, and then two x.
tell us?
So these numbers I got from the top, right? This one is the remainder. The reason is I can't multiply by x squared to get down to an x. So you know at that point you can't do anything. So that's going to be the top part. And then the leftovers is going to be the denominator. Okay? Think of it like a real number. Let's say you did 10 divided by 3. You could fit 3 times. And then you're going to have 1 left over because 10 minus 9 is 3. Or 10 minus 9 is 1. And then over what you divided by originally, which is 3. Okay? Same thing with numbers, just with equations.
I think when you read this on the test, you should be better than.
There's a lot of little steps to it,
Can
yeah.
I try one?
Does someone need us?
No.
Oh.
Try one.
All right, synthetic division.
Oh, never mind. I don't know how to.
Oh, what
I
the?
just like, that makes you all like easy there.
Okay.
Is that not the same thing?
It's actually better. This can only work.
The chart thingy,
It's kind of like upside down. You'll see it.
is that Mary's chart thingy?
You're literally gonna.
Chart thingy.
What about if I just teach it? Okay.
Is that another chart thingy than Mary?
All right. First off, it only works. It only works if the divisor is at x minus. We usually say. I'll take it from this book. No, it's going to be a minus k. I don't know why they use k. I think c would be better, but they'll say k. Doesn't matter what letter it is. But it only could be, basically has to be x and a number. It cannot be like 2x plus a number. It won't work like that. It has to be x and a number. Okay? So you're going to make a,
Wait, what is the x minus 5?
The x minus k has to be second.
it has to be the divisor, what you're dividing by.
Yeah, that's the chart
It
thing.
only works
This
like
is
this.
the chart thing. I was impressed.
You saw it earlier before you raised it all.
Now,
Now the chart. Oh, or else I chart.
hey, so,
No one cares.
so this is a -2. In this situation, you know, you got the negative k. What is my k value actually?
2.
Positive 2. So I'm going to put the number here. Just flip the sign. Don't forget
Wait,
that.
but if it was x plus 2,
It'll be -2 here.
Wait, so
but does it still work with x
X plus 2 or x minus 2, that's okay.
so
Something that doesn't work is like 2x plus 2. The number in front messes up.
minus 5? Then it would just go right?
What if it was negative x minus 2?
You could think of it like that.
What if it was negative x minus 2? That still works.
If it was x minus 2,
Negative x minus 2, that still works, right?
no, because that's a -1 in front. It has to be a value of 1.
You can't take out -1. So it's x plus 2.
No, because you're dividing right now, so you can't just be taking things out. All right, so that's 2. Now, what we're going to put is the power or the not the power, the coefficients. Thank you. The coefficients in front. Hey, for this though, we're gonna start. This is x to the 4th. What number is x to the 4th in front of 1? Now I need to do x to the 3rd, but I don't see a x to the 3rd.
0.
I'm just gonna keep teaching. And then -2, 4. We need to put each power representative. So this is x to the 4th, x to the 3rd, x to the 2nd, x to the 1st, x to the 0.
What do you rate it? What do you rate it?
Okay.
What do you rate it? What do you rate? Hurry up, taste it and rate it. Go. I give it a 6.
So
Mr. Jamal, do you want to taste?
I'm so mad. Sit down. The first coefficient you're going to do is bring down the first coefficient here. We decided the first coefficient by the largest power. Then we have to descend in power. Over here, x cubed does not exist in this equation. So we consider that a coefficient of 0. We need to put that placeholder. If you don't do that placeholder, you're gonna get the answer wrong. So make sure you put placeholders if it exists. Let's continue. You start off by putting the first coefficient down, so it's just 1. Then your next coefficient is gonna be your value over here, your K value, times the value brought down. So 2 times 1 is? 2. Now, what you're going to do after that is, let me just share it, make sure it's subtract or divide. No, you just add, I think. You flip the sign so you don't have to subtract. Yeah, let me just check real quick. -3, oh, no, you do subtract. No, what?
I'm so.
Wait. No, you add. So you're gonna add down. So 2 plus 0? 1 times 2 is 2. So you're gonna add 0 plus 2 is? So we're gonna move up here. We're gonna multiply 2 times 2 is? Now we're gonna add straight down. -2 plus 4? 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Is 4. 2 times 2. 2 times 2. And then 4 is 8.
16.
Uh,
22. And then it's x to the 4 plus 2x squared plus 2x squared plus 8x plus 22.
Wait, I don't get how you got the last part. I got everything up for that.
to 22?
No,
Two.
The final.
Oh, so the final solution. Now we divided it, we just literally divided it. So every x is going to go down 1 power. So this is going to be x to the 3rd, x to the 2nd. Wait, no, is it? It should go down 1 power. Oh, yes, you're right. X to the 1st, x to the 0, which is just a number. And this is going to be the remainder. X minus 2. So I'm going to rewrite it as one big answer. X cubed plus 2x squared plus 2x plus 8 plus 22 over x minus 2. And then we just box it off.
I love boxing. Why can't I just flip that?
What's up?
Oh, 22.
Okay.
Also, here's the beginning.
Yeah.
Why do we have 1 and 0?
1 comes from the coefficient of 1 here. And the 0 comes from x cubed. But do you see x cubed? X cubed, right? You got x fourth, x cubed, x second. So because x cubed doesn't show up, we have to put a 0 in this place. AKA, you're doing 0 times x cubed.
Is it just you're going like in number order? Like,
You're descending, yeah.
But you have to get to 2 and then 1. 2x squared. And then like,
You have to go in order of the powers. Is that
yeah, but if you have to reach the lowest power possible, or just go in order.
you have to go all the way down to x to the 0 power.
Wait, but for -2, it's not x squared.
-2.
Like first line, up, there.
Yeah. Here.
1, 0, -2.
This is a -2. This is x squared. So
Oh.
okay. Let's do another one. Yeah, go ahead.
A little bit. So this x4.
Yeah.
So why is this x cubed? And then so on. Why you go back?
Because you're dividing by x. So everything's going to go down 1 power, except this thing, because it runs out of power, so you're going to do a divisor.
So can you do regular like x minus 2 divided by that whole thing?
Yeah.
Will it work?
X divided by 2. What do you mean?
So this one, x minus 2 divided by that.
Yeah, this is just another version for that,
Oh.
which is much cleaner, faster. That's why we like this one, but only works if it's a x minus k value. Why is there no? What? 4x?
X to the 4.
Oh, you're dividing by x. So what's x fourth divided by x? X cubed, x squared. You're just reducing it by 1 power. Say it again.
If there's no x cubed, then how do we get x squared?
Oh, x cubed, there's no x cubed, so we have to put 0 in this place. And then x squared, it goes next, so it's negative x squared, which is, you gotta flip the sign,
Even if it was a positive.
negative, yeah. You do it by the highest power. What's the highest power here? X cubed, so that's gonna be 4. X squared, where's the x squared? Do we see it? 0. X to the 1 power. X to the 0 power, which is just a number.
Oh, I thought you were saying like what power?
Oh, my bad.
Sorry.
That's fine. 10. All right. From there, we just do simple adding now and multiplying. Bring down the 4. 4. Multiply when you go up, add when you go down. So in this case, 4 times 2 is 8. 8. 16. 3. 6.
X squared.
16. X to the, since it was x to the 3rd, we're going to start with x to the 2nd, x to the 1st, x to the 0 doesn't show up. And then the last thing we have to do the divisor, which is x minus 2. Well, now I'm just telling you how to do it instead of teaching. Plus 8x plus 3 plus 16 over x minus 2.
Wait, I actually like this better.
Oh, not 12, 2.
See, I like this much better.
Yeah, kind of.
Are
We-
are we gonna be able to choose or gonna tell us if we want?
You only could do synthetic division if there's nothing in nothing in front of the x.
But on the test, we like practice synthetic division.
I think I would say use synthetic division. It makes it easier for you to just do it, right?
I mean, like,
Actually, I think I will, yeah. What's up?
Matter.
If I ask you to do synthetic division, you have to do synthetic division. All right, what's up? If you do long, yeah, you will get the same answer. But if I ask you to do synthetic division, I want you to use synthetic division. I will decide, but I don't think there's any graphing. So right now, yes.
There wasn't much graphic on the other.
I know.
Yeah, like if you like let us use our calculator, I have my calculator, I will. You find notes.
Oh, the calculator I had to use was weird. I couldn't do,
Yeah.
I couldn't plug in negative. I had to do
I walked
negative
into
9
the
plus
room
5
in
in my
class,
own.
and I ran to the seat, I'm like, where the hell am I? I'm going crazy. Martell was like.
All right.
Yeah, then Zeke's team.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I watched this all.
Okay. That's what So,
Why would it just move it?
because I want to, don't block this part.
No,
No way.
This weird is like
Wait,
catching
we're
up
learning
because
more.
of it. Do it again, do it again.
Yeah, can we do the group?
Ooh.
Like, go a lot, go a lot, go a lot. Do it a lot. Like, move it around a lot.
Saying by your head.
No, move your face.
Hi.
All right. So we're going to use the remainder theorem. This is now the remainder theorem. What is that?
What are these theorems again?
No proofs, or if that's what you're thinking. No. I'm surprised. I love proofs.
No.
Why does
That's
like
a
every
few.
math teacher say
That's not true. Not every teacher in the school says that, but I do like proofs.
that?
I don't think you'd be the only one.
That's three sides of a triangle.
No,
Yeah, but that's three sides of a triangle.
you don't put the triangle, I'm like.
It's
right
it's
there.
literally a triangle.
It's a triangle. Find X, okay. Like that, wait, so. Am I supposed to divide it by X?
I would just write this down first, and then I'm just explain post.
No, because there's like one X squared minus 4X squared plus.
Yeah, I'm a little lost.
Oh, it's so easy.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Oh, it is.
Is that part of the problem?
Let's
Whoa,
put
whoa,
it like
whoa.
down.
So
Wait, I'm really confused. Is there like many problems on the board?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have one more moment of silence.
Yeah, write it down. I'm not talking. I just wanted to point that out.
it's not lying.
So
You
the
get that
test
X
is
minus
on
one.
Thursday. We probably-
I'm so confused. Wait, when is this?
And I actually got the date approved, so I could actually say that with confidence.
No, but English is
Yeah, I can feel it.
What does it say? Then the reminder? If f of x is divided by x.
It should be remainder. If I wrote,
Oh.
if that's an A-ish. So, yeah, I can see where you see reminder.
Looks like
Oh,
remainder.
I get it.
You got it?
F minus k cubed. Wait, x is k. X.
Which problem do I like?
Yes.
Left or the right?
Yes.
Oh, right, I don't like the word.
The right-
right. Did I?
the right comes
No, left.
Yeah, you're wrong.
So we know 3 is first, and left is.
Wait, what do you write down? I don't know.
Pretty on everything.
All right. Let's take by the 7.
I don't want to write that.
I've never heard something more wrong.
It's
in my life.
the total, which puzzle is the left or the right?
What do you mean?
Like, what do I write down?
Do the right first.
Oh.
I did the left
Opposite day.
first. Why do you tell us this?
Aiden.
Doesn't really matter.
Aiden. Aiden.
I don't talk to you.
Hey, that's a little rude. Yeah?
You're in the wrong place.
That's horrible.
That's all right. Wait, why did I get that wrong when I did it on myself?
What did I do wrong?
Wait, why is it minus? Oh.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting confused. Wait a
Because
second.
it's negative 7, negative 9.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah,
There's 2x.
that's fine. It should be matching. They are supposed to be the same number. I was looking at it. I'm like, why is it not the same number?
Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. That's why.
Oh, it's just
Oh,
two
you're
ways.
wrong, Aiden.
I wasn't wrong. I wasn't right.
Always wrong. You're that.
What? Who's the one with
Deb,
the?
Deb,
What?
Deb, Deb. Hey, Deb, what do you have, Deb?
I got 97.
No, I still got better than you.
When he notices the
Some
highest.
line of Aiden's still on them. All like 20 points.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still the same.
I'm
Everyone's
the same.
problem.
Okay, let me explain what this is. So the idea of the remainder theorem, is that if I divided, so if I wanted to figure out, for let's say this equation, f of 3, in this particular version, if I wanted to figure out what is f of 3, what I could do is do synthetic division using x, and in this case minus 3, because your k value equals 3. So what you could do is synthetic division instead of plugging it in. Now, plugging in is sometimes easier. Sometimes synthetic division is easier if you have like a really huge numbers or high powers. So it depends on which one you do. When I on the test, I will say, hey, figure this out using synthetic division. You could check your work by just plugging in the number and see if they match, but you will need to know how to do it with synthetic division.
So X and F.
What's up?
In the equation said X. So X and F are.
The f of x, what's the x value? It should be the same as your k value. So yeah, it should be the same number, which means your result should also be the same number. Do we have a practice problem? If not, I'll make one up. No. Let me make a new problem. So use the remainder theorem to find this answer.
It says that we have to do Friday night.
Okay.
Test next week.
Oh, because I didn't know at the time. So now I know. Next is next week, 3rd or 6th.
Whoa. It's weird to do
I
that.
literally said it already.
Oh,
Today.
wait, no, I don't think you can, because the girls have something, it's probably black out there.
It's a good day to have a test.
I heard here. So that's when we finish like next week.
I cannot test after that week, so I'll make it happen regardless what activity is.
No, yeah, so I'm saying, don't say that.
I'm not crashing on this one, no. I can't actually fix that one here. It will be the test setting.
It's like wait 1 minute. Have it on
Do we
Friday.
have you?
Why do you want to wait?
This Friday?
Like,
For-
not this Friday, next Friday. No, I think Friday.
I
I
think
think
Friday.
Friday. Why? Because I'm judged by Friday. I don't think it's not like Friday. It's supposed to be easy.
I like test on
Yeah.
It seems like it doesn't matter if we had week Friday. Everyone use the remainder theorem to solve this one.
There's more class time on Friday than on weekday. Yeah.
You could plug it in to get the answer, but I need you to practice using the synthetic division to do
You actually use all of your class.
And I think next time also.
Negative
I
17.
don't use my.
Is that wrong?
That's your fault.
I think that's wrong. Did you put in -2 or +2?
I did it on my. Sorry.
But what do you put as the K value? You put -2 or +2?
Positive. I didn't do
No, it should be -2.
I just plugged it in. Got it.
Let me just check because I have the book right here who has the answer. But
-2 cubed is gonna be 8, -8 times 3 is -24.
no. I don't want you to plug it in. I don't want you to do f of -2. I want to use synthetic division. So I want to use -2.
But what plugged me in first?
It should give you the same answer, yes.
So then how do I get it wrong?
Why is it negative? I thought it can't be negative.
The x, since I told you is x equals -2, you could just plug in -2. If it was x plus 2, then you have to flip
I
it.
see my mistake.
Yeah.
I did not say
I see the mistake.
-7 plus 66.
3, -6, 2, -4, 1, -2, -9. Your answer should have been -9.
How the heck did I get a show wrong?
So you can see how fast I did it. It could be faster.
Hey, what's the last number?
-9. You can see how fast I did it. Synthetic division might be faster. Okay.
So the answer is -9.
So do we write like R equals -9 or?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what's the final answer?
-9. -9.
Can you post the homework now? Wait, would the answer be like 3x squared?
Wait, do I have your actual book?
Would the answer like 3x squared plus 2x plus 1? And then
No. Since I'm asking for the remainder, aka what happens when I plug in -2 in here? I get an answer of -9. So that's the only number I got.
That was awful. We didn't have any of our like. No, we
You
didn't have that one player. Okay.
I swear you were
I'm gonna stop recording.
asking.
Yeah.